Hi guys, welcome to IT Investigator's first video. Today I'm editor, we have photographer number 1 joining us, and today we'll be covering the topic about the infamous but yet lucrative topic about OneCoin.
Okay, so now let me start sharing about this whole concept about OneCoin. Okay, so first we must understand what is OneCoin. So from the name OneCoin, we should be able to realize, right, it's something to do with cryptocurrency. So you see we have this thing called a Bitcoin, and now in 2014 we have this interesting lady called Dr. Ruja Ignatova that decides to start a company called OneCoin and publish this so-called Bitcoin Destroyer. OneCoin, name after the company, of course. Okay, so let's talk more about this person called Dr. Ruja. So apparently, this Dr. Ruja Ignatova, born in Sofia, Bulgaria, got a degree in law from the University of Oxford.
Wow,
Master's degree in economics from the University of Constance. PhD in law from Universities of Oxford and Constance.
Wow, that's a very big, wide portfolio.
Well, that's one of the reasons why she managed to amass billions.
That's true.
So you basically have to package yourself as someone great. And from the portfolio, this person is a former associate partner with McKinsey and Company. So if for those who don't know, this McKinsey and Company, sophisticated company or whatever, is basically investment company, one of the largest in the world. So while at this McKinsey and Company, this Dr. Ruja managed projects in corporate banking, private equity, assets management, risk management, operating and liquidity risk. So this person, other than this fantastic portfolio at this McKinsey, was also a former CEO and CFO of one of the biggest assets management funds in Bulgaria, CSIM. Well, I don't know what that is, go Google. Managing 250 million euro assets. So here's the fun part. So all this fantastic portfolio, and in 2013, this person was charged with a scamming fraud related to his private company. Sounds fantastic, right? Once managing 250 million euros, the next year, wow, you're arrested. Went into 14 months of jail.
Only 14 months.
What? I mean, based on the OneCoin, who's now charged 90 years.
Oh man, that's true. We'll get back to that topic later.
Yeah. So this person, fantastically, have this fantastic portfolio, which I don't know is real or fake. Yeah, because apparently around the world there's this deal that you trade money from certificate. So the authenticity of this Oxford or Constance University is yet to be decided. So now that we talk a little bit more about this Dr. Ruja, let's talk about this company of OneCoin that she started. So this Dr. Ruja in 2014, after being scammed in another one, Bitcoin, decided that, when I didn't know scamming people was so much more lucrative than assets management. All my PhD in law made me less than what I can scam with one Ponzi scheme. So decided to follow the path of Bitcoin and start his own Ponzi scheme scam called OneCoin under the company OneCoin and One Life. So this OneCoin has a very ambitious goal, I would say. So it aims to defeat Bitcoin in 2 years.
2 years. That's very quick in the financial world, at least.
Well, let's just talk about how this guy aims to do it. So this Dr. Ruja have 4 points that she like to brainwash people to think that OneCoin is better than Bitcoin. So if you use Bitcoin, because I don't, I'm a bit broke. I don't want to spend 20,000 on this. So Bitcoin, when you trade Bitcoin or transact Bitcoin, there's actually some time lag before the transaction is recorded on the blockchain. Yeah, and this sometimes can cause a bit of
Price
trouble.
fluctuation.
Yes, exactly. You know how volatile Bitcoin is.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so this OneCoin apparently has a better blockchain technology than Bitcoin, and says, we can immediately record down the transactions. How marvelous. So, and another thing about this blockchain thing, So to those who knows blockchain, this point will be a bit funny because this blockchain is so-called centralized.
Centralized blockchain.
Exactly.
I
Okay.
never thought I'd hear those two phrases together.
So why is centralized important? So this Dr. Ruja suggests that many countries doesn't accept Bitcoin as official currency because of the anomaly that this Bitcoin provides.
The decentralization.
Basically. So you can do all sorts of money laundering, illegal business, buying, selling something.
While
cocaine.
staying private, but with normal money, you leave a footprint for the government to track you.
Sort of. So this Dr. Ruja suggests that this one coin concept, we are going to have centralized. So we can track whatever transaction is going on and we can catch you if you are doing money laundering. So by doing so, the government will think that this is a safe currency to use. Well, I will not say this is completely wrong, but there's more towards why the countries doesn't want to accept Bitcoin, but we'll talk about it next time. And the third is, sometimes Bitcoin is a bit, I would say, time lag between when you sell Bitcoin and you accept the money from the buyer.
So it's
Because when you put it on the market, you don't immediately get seller, right? You can't immediately find buyer. So this Dr. Ruja proposed this thing called One Exchange Trading Platform. So through this One Exchange Trading Platform, you can immediately convert your OneCoin into any currency around the world.
So it also relates to the first point of transaction speed, which also increases transaction speed much more. Because there is no transferring of funds through different platforms, such as Binance to Robinhood.
Sort of, but this is trying to say that this thing can be immediately converted into money. I can use it to buy other stuff. And not like Bitcoin. Yeah. And then another thing that Dr. Ruja thinks Bitcoin, OneCoin is better than Bitcoin is it won't be as costly as 20,000 per piece. So let's just think about this. If I were to establish Bitcoin as a currency, and one day I just want to go to the supermarket, buy one bread.
Yes.
So the bread is $1. So I just pull out my wallet. I only have one Bitcoin. Do you want the Bitcoin? One Bitcoin? So am I going to receive what? $19,999 worth of change? Unrealistic, right? So this Dr. Ruja suggests we will not allow our OneCoin to go up to such a high value. We will control it to a logical value that we can use to transact on a daily basis.
So something like stable money, like the USD.
Sort of. So, by doing so, you are also preventing it from being too volatile. Because one day I can spend 20,000 on a Bitcoin and next day I'm left with 4,000.
Or you can increase to 35,000.
Well, if you're lucky. So now that we are done with some basic introduction of how this Bitcoin destroyer can destroy Bitcoin, let's talk about some core values of this company. So in this company, there is the core value is of course OneCoin. So look at this case. So these are the few core values that we have. So Dr. Ruja suggests that education is actually crucial. Well, sounds like what your general paper tutor will tell you, right?
That's true.
Education is crucial.
How would education relate to a blockchain technology?
Relax, come, let me explain. So if you look at blockchain, it's sort of like stock market exchange. You're trading as a financial product for most of the time, right? So when you're trading as a financial product, means when there's an up, I can sell. When there's a down, I can buy. I can make profits. So this Dr. Ruja suggests you come here, you don't immediately trade. You buy educational packages from us first. So when you buy educational packages from us, then you can learn the techniques of trading. That will make you, a brilliant trader, and you can make millions on their exchange platform. So this is so-called their first core value. So from here we think a bit sparse. So all I need to become a master trader is I just go online and read some book. I don't think that's how life works. But apparently people believe it. So next, we'll emphasize on something Dr. Ruja called the idea of a family. Some bullshit again, right? Obviously.
Yeah, clearly bullshit.
So this family thing says OneCoin is not just merely a financial product. So what OneCoin want to do is I want to unite people together. Sounds like bullshit. Your giggle suggests you have some thoughts.
Yes, editor 69. Why are you getting
Okay.
against totally not bullshit?
So this family idea says, right, we will interconnect every single one, and this will speed up our growth. So the example she gave on all her brainwashing sessions is what? Is Facebook. She says Facebook was successful because Facebook connected people. So we will be successful too if we can connect people together.
So a blockchain social media?
Well, I don't know.
It does sound like it because she wants to relate this blockchain to connecting people, which is in a sense social media.
Okay, so since you pointed out, I asked a question. So why family? You know, just now we talked about how she has a fantastic biography, packaged herself into such a great, like investor, capable woman.
PhD in law.
Yeah, so now when she emphasized family, do you have any links? Why do we need to emphasize family?
No, I don't really have any ideas.
Photographer 69. Okay, so you see, when you go home, right, the first few people you will see is definitely your family member. So if we emphasize the idea of family and we manage to convince you that Onecoin is profitable, is good, you will definitely encourage your family to join in, right?
That's true.
So this is actually what? Scamming more people at once.
It's marketing, a genius kind of marketing.
So all I do is I brainwash one and I'll get flocks following.
That's true.
So you see, there's people who will believe in. So maybe photographer 69 one day come to me and say, hey, I have this one good Onecoin investment opportunity. You want to join? So there's obviously going to be people like you who's going to say, oh, I will do it. But there's also going to be intelligent people like me that is going to say, oh, it's a scam.
Wow, so basically what I'm saying is you're like the Dr. Ruja's biography. Oh, it's too lucrative to be true.
Oh, no. So, to prevent such people like me from convincing them not to join them, so this Dr. Ruja actually did something called great. During the brainwashing session, she vaccinated these people. So she just tell them, all those people stopping you, all these people don't know what I'm talking about. They are just jealous of your future success. Don't listen to them. Listen to me. I'm going to make you a millionaire.
So she's appealing to their inner feeling of wanting to be rich and wanting to be successful and not letting other people put them down.
Yeah, probably. Something like why a lot of people stand beside the successology section.
Fear of missing out, perhaps?
Probably. And the next one is, like what I said just now, it's easy to use. So the one exchange platform first, it allows easy transaction, so I can convert it to any currency I want. And next, I can use it as a currency except as a business. So that's why it's good. And the next one of why this Onecoin will be great is because it will be global. So this Dr. Ruja promised that she will set up all outposts or maybe offices in over 190 countries. But I see none now, so I'm not sure where are we going with this 190, which will make so-called this Onecoin more convenient, as I say. And the next one is what actually appeals to most people. So is that we will create business and wealth opportunity. So I'm not sure if anyone know about this theory. So there's this theory that the wealth is really distributed by now in the economy, right? But if we have this Onecoin, this is a venue for redistribution of wealth. So this appeals to quite a bit of young people who, when they just graduate, they don't know what they want to do. They're uncertain about their future. They're afraid they can't find job. They're like, oh shit, this is a chance to be successful. I'm having this chance and I will take it. I also, to appeal to more people who think they are great, they also suggest we can use this to do charity work. And when you make money, you can be a philanthropist. Well, it appeals to people. I don't know.
Well, I mean, you don't see any blockchain right now doing these kind of philanthropy work. I don't see anyone using blockchain for charity.
Well, they can be the first. So now that we talk about their core values, let's talk a bit more about their brainwashing sessions.
Alright.
So, this Dr. Ruja, when she conducts the brainwashing sessions, she actually don't brainwash them to buy OneCoin. They brainwash them to buy these educational packages.
Oh.
So let me explain the difference between OneCoin, the coin itself, and the packages. So OneCoin is the cryptocurrency itself, right? But by the time 2013 to 2017, where this thing is active for the most part, OneCoin actually doesn't exist. What exists is something called a token. So Dr. Ruja promised, once OneCoin comes out, you can use the tokens to exchange for OneCoin. So how do you get a token? It's through the educational packages. So in these educational packages, what do we have? So we have all these trading information, trading tips, trading tutorials, trading packages. Yeah. So you're expected to read this on your own, like ask questions to maybe other people.
So she's kind of selling like a get rich fast formula to
Sort of.
gullible people.
Sort of. So in these packages, when you buy those, so there's different levels. So let me just look at these packages, right? I don't care. So these packages, we have different levels, you see.
With the cheapest one being around 150 euros.
No, it's 110, are you blind? So basically, right, we have all these educational packages. So this is where you buy and you get a token. Right? So we have, how many levels? 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 7 levels. Starting from the cheapest, the 110, which give you like One Academy level 1. So you can only access the documents that are level 1 inside their One Academy, which is where you access your educational packages. And you will get 2,000 tokens. To level 7, Infinity, which is,
27,500 euros.
27,500 euros, and you get 2.4 million tokens, and you can access what? Level 6, One Academy. So here, let's just be clear. So One Academy is basically so after you get these tokens, right? So technically, you think about it. I'm spending $27,500 and I'm not even getting the OneCoin. What a joke, right? But people just get convinced that it's a good idea and just keep buying these tokens. So after a while, right, after this Dr. Ruja amassed quite a few, quite some wealth, by scamming people, she actually did something that is quite typical nowadays. So because after she get rich, definitely the first few who follow them will also get richer. Because people
early bird catches the worm.
Of course. So she'll invite these people who come and share it, on their speeches or sharing session, they call it. So they will share their success story. Say, oh, we're so successful. Look at all the good stuff we have. The good cars, Gucci bags. Gucci bags, right? Okay, fine. So that's just like the basic level. And this Dr. Ruja, even better, bought a 15 million yacht and placed it in Bulgaria, and a $2.5 million holiday bungalow in Bulgaria as well. So this
2.5 million bungalow, wow.
Yeah, exactly. This bungalow have a private grape farm to make wine, and also a small-scale amusement park for the kids.
Wow.
Exactly, right?
Is she going to convince kids to buy OneCoin next?
No one knows. Maybe she thinks that I will take the $1 that they used to buy lollipops.
I wonder if an amusement park is called One Park.
Good question. So this is the ways that she shows people getting successful with OneCoin and convince people that OneCoin can make you successful. So this is a way, to attract investors, I guess. And then there's just this funny example that she liked to share during these brainwashing sessions. So at the start of almost all her brainwashing sessions, she'll re-emphasize the importance of education. And the example that she gave is quite brain dead. So she always say, if you want to make a child know how to drive a car, not say illegal or not first, we must teach the child traffic, like the laws, the rules. Then we must teach him how to drive, how to use the steering wheel. Isn't that bloody brain dead? How else am I going to make the child drive? I'm just going to throw him on the road and let him figure it out.
That is common sense. I don't think you need anyone to teach you that.
Yeah, exactly. But
basic knowledge.
Yeah, exactly. But this example managed to convince many people. And if you look at the videos online, after this example, you're like, whoa! Revolutionary thought.
Great success!
Exactly. So just now I talked about there are some interesting facts about these educational packages. So after this scam got busted, there's this brilliant ass people who actually compared their educational package to the existing online, those existing educational, investing, trading tutorials available online for free, and they realized it's just copy and paste. So they technically just went online, find some free online resource on trading, copy and pasted it into their package, and make it their own.
I mean, even now, a lot of people on social media platforms such as TikTok, they use their platforms to advertise their so-called get-rich-quick workshops, which in reality is honestly just copy-pasted from the internet, or it could be just some basic knowledge. So after many people buy it, they feel it's not worth it and they just search it themselves.
Wow.
After that, the influencer's credibility falls down. And the cycle repeats. There are always so many more new social media creators doing this. So it's hard to find who is a legit one right now.
So for this, it's quite obvious. Because when they scan the actual copy from books, they actually just scan the stains on the books.
Emotional damage.
So this Timothy Curry actually told Jen that this Onecoin is nothing more than a fraud. And this Jen, interestingly, started demanding evidence from this Timothy Curry. Well, if from Timothy Curry, I'll just be like, why would I care? I'm just telling you, right? Who are you to demand evidence from me? But surprisingly, this Timothy Curry, for some good reason, decided to share more. I know, actually taught Jen a bit more about Bitcoin and blockchain in general. So after this Jen went into some research and studying of this whole cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, blockchain concept, she realized something sus is going on with
Wait,
this
so
Onecoin.
in the whole time she invested in OneCoin, she never realized it. She never did her own research.
Exactly. So
Oh.
why? Talk about why later. So after that, this Jen called OneCoin to ask more about how this blockchain actually works. Because now then she realized, oh crap, during this brainwashing session, I actually learned nothing about how this OneCoin works. All I knew is this is OneCoin. OneCoin is good. OneCoin is going to make me rich. But how it made me rich, I don't know. So after calling, she realized this is a scam. Why? Because the customer service, being as strict as they are, told her when she asked how this works, oh, I don't want to leak too much about how our company works. So this is whoa, sounds the alarm, right? Don't want to leak too much.
There's no transparency at all.
Yeah. So after that, she went on to do more research about the server and finally came to this conclusion that all the numbers shown on their website is just mere numbers. So if you do computer science or IT, you realize when you want to display a number on a website, you just have to declare a variable and print it on the website. So that's how all the billions of tokens traded appear there. It's just I open the inspect tab and I key in a number and it's printed on the web page. So after realizing this, they immediately contacted the police. Just to realize that there are other intelligent people like you or like me who actually realized that they got scammed, and this is how the whole fraud get collapsed. So even after they got reported, right, there are actually quite a few brainwashing sessions still going on until 2017 in Lisbon, Portugal, where this Dr. Ruja is supposed to do another brainwashing and scam more people, suddenly disappeared. And no one can contact her from them. Yeah, so that's basically.
Oh, so she ran off. She invested so much money and she just ran off.
Yeah. So basically, what's in the content is not important. Basically, this person just say, I'm going to resume OneCoin. But if you look at the comments, Mr. Saitama said, zero dislike, must be good content. I agree.
It's not as if YouTube's recently removed the dislike button.
Maybe because investors get exactly what you promised. They just ended up with just one coin.
That's true. Maybe even less than one coin.
So this is what happens to one coin. And what should we take away from this? So One of the main reasons why Onecoin actually successfully scams more people back in 2010 to 14 is because cryptocurrency wasn't really that well known at the time.
It was still quite a new concept.
Yeah, so it's just a Ponzi scheme, and what Ponzi scheme, I'll talk about it next time, I'll talk about it in the future. So it's just a usual Ponzi scheme that has been used so many times around the world, but with a new look. So all Dr. Roger did was to steal an old concept and put a new look on it, like using cryptocurrency, a concept that was not well known. So, but even now in 2022, when a lot more people know about this concept of cryptocurrency, can we still fall for this? Definitely, because many people still only know cryptocurrency as a coin, but they don't know how it works. So what we need to know is we need to spread more knowledge about the entire concept of cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, to prevent such scams from coming up. And when you're investing, please not be like Jen McAdam and the person beside me, not knowing anything and not doing any research, just knowing that you got just listening to what people say. So in conclusion, right, one of the main reasons why this Onecoin was successful back in 2014 was mainly because the concept of cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, Onecoin was not really that out there yet.
It was a very brand new concept, especially.
So when Dr. Roger just pulled the old Ponzi scheme concept and reused it, but just give it a new look, so many people fell for it. So it is really important for you to know what you're getting into before you are actually investing in anything, and not be like Mr. Editor beside me just doing anything you want. Yeah. So because no one is going to be responsible for your investment other than himself. Yeah. So that's the end of the Onecoin story, and we'll see you in the next video.
Bye guys.